Having a sinus infection can be very annoying. It usually feels like your head is stuffed up all around your eyes. This can happen quite often, especially if you have allergies. The cause of a sinus infection is that bacteria like yeast and mold live inside your nose. Your immune system will kill off this bacteria in a normal healthy person. But sometimes the bacteria is just too much for your immune system to handle. This is when you have problems with clogged and stuffed sinuses. If this happens, then you just don't get better and the pressure around the eyes becomes unbearable. You are just plain miserable. So you go to the doctor and they prescribe different types of antibiotics to help kill the bacteria. The antibiotics usually do a good job and you do get better in a few days. But what happens is that your troubles may come back in a few weeks or a later time. Then the process of going to the doctor and buying antibiotics starts all over again. I have had many problems with my sinuses and have used antibiotics for years due to allergies. I use a combination of fluticasone propionate, which is a generic drug, and a brand name drug called Istipro. Both in combination work very well for me, but it was getting very costly since I needed to use the drugs daily for months on end as a maintenance program. The fluticasone was affordable. It cost me around $30 for a bottle. But the Istipro is not a generic drug and it costs $180 a bottle. This is why I investigated natural remedies. There are natural ways to help cure your problem, which is probably safer and cheaper. And they don't use prescription medications. The first is by using a neti pot. A neti pot lets you irrigate your sinuses with warm water. It is very safe and recommended by many doctors. A neti pot is a safe and very effective way to help relieve your sinus problems. To use a neti pot, you just need to add warm water to the pot. It is best to use distilled water. This way you are assured that it is clean and sterile. You add a teaspoon of salt to the water. You don't want to add more because too much salt can cause a burning or stinging sensation. Just irrigate your nostrils once or twice a day and this should help. Another natural way of cleaning and opening up your sinuses is to use a bowl of hot steaming water in which you add a few drops of tea tree oil. This can be found in a health food store. Just boil water on the stove. Then add it to a bowl on your table. To that add a few drops of tea tree oil. Now just put your head over the steam and breathe naturally. To get more of the steam into your nostrils, put a clean towel over your head and bowl. This works wonders. Another similar method is to use a combination of essential oil, cinnamon leaf, oil of cloves and thyme essential oil. Cinnamon leaf has been used for thousands of years for things like coughs, colds and sinus pain and pressure. Cinnamon bark is extremely irritating to the skin and mucous membranes, and as a result cinnamon leaf is the much more preferred essential oil for aromatherapy. You must be careful not to use a lot. Also, avoid using during pregnancy. Oil of cloves. It is commonly used to flavor medicine and is very good for bronchitis, cold, cough, fever, sore throat, sinus discomfort as well as stress. Thyme is a fantastic booster from the immune system and works well to help cut down the symptoms for asthma, bronchitis, colds, coughs, sinus discomfort and stress. It can also be used as a gargle to help with throat, mouth and gum infections. It's important to use only high-quality pure essential oils for best results. It is really important to find a supplier who deals mainly with essential oils intended for therapeutic use. Good quality essential oils might be hard to come by in health food stores. Check out the link below for an easy solution to your sinus problems. It is an easy method that really works and really is a lot cheaper than going to see a doctor and paying for antibiotics.